Just hanging out at Dino's Bar and Grill. Oh yeah, this is gonna feature one of my Thin Lizzy in my top 10, top 12 bands. Gotta be. I am Steve. This A is for Alice, B is for Bob, and C is a continuation of my CD LP box set Purge. All right, where are we gonna start off? Hey, this is very serendipitous. I got my Thin Lizzy t-shirt. And I'm going to show a box set by one of my good buddies. Well, no, he didn't record the album, but he loves this album. And he is over in Ireland too. Ironically, he's an Irishman who is not much of a Thin Lizzy fan. But that's Pat at Close to the Edge. The 50th anniversary of Phaedra by Tangerine Dream. One of my favorite soundtracks ever. They did for the movie Thief. James Caan, James Belushi. Was Tuesday Weldon that? I'm trying to remember who the chick was. All right. Anyway, you got your 50th anniversary edition here, and you get the original release. Then you get outtakes, another disc, third disc. You get more outtakes. Disc 4 and 5 are live at the Victoria Palace, London, in June 70. Ooh, one day before my birthday, June 16th of 74. And then CD 6 is a Blu-ray of it. Good stuff. Definitely a keeper. Now, are you going to say, is this a box set? Whatever. I don't know where to put this because it's got a lot of discs. It has 5 discs. It has as many discs in this, which I'm going to say is a proper box set. This also has 5 discs, okay? This is also Tangerine Dream. The Virgin Years, you get Encore, Force Majeure, Tangram, Exit, White Eagle, Logos, and Hyperborea, because what they do is they take a couple albums and spread it over a couple CDs. So really you're getting 7 albums here. This is 1977 through 1983. Oh my God, we're staying on the Irish theme here. Taste, Mr. Rory Gallagher, his band before he went solo. So with this, you get the original album from April of '69. Then you get On the Boards from January 1970. Less than a year. My God. I long for those days when somebody could put out 2 solid albums in less than a year's time. Then you get disc 3, which is live in Stockholm, land of my ancestors. And then disc 4 is the Belfast sessions, also live at the Woburn Abbey Festival. Okay? Fantastic. Mr. Rory Gallagher. All right, here. We're getting rid of this one. I can tell you right now. I like the album, but I don't think I need this much of one album and its outtakes from Tears for Fears. Songs from The Big Chair. Yeah, sure, you got Shout and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And then you get tons of stuff. You get B-sides and single versions, video version, extended version, US remix, alternate. You get an instrumental. You get an a cappella version of Shout. Okay, there's 6 discs in this. I don't need that much of this. So that is hitting the purge file. I'll just have to pick that up somewhere else. Once again, early days of CDs. Got Ted Nugent, Out of Control. So, once again, you got this portrait style box set. You get the little booklet in here. So you get some Amboy Duke stuff in here. And then his stuff. And it's really just the 2 discs, okay? But you get Baby Please Don't Go, Journey to the Center of Your Mind with the Amboy Dukes. Then you get some of the early Ted stuff, Call the Wild and Great White Buffalo. When I was in a band, we used to play Stormtroopin' and Just What the Doctor Ordered. Definitely a keeper. Next up, we have Mr. Terry Reid. You got the 5/4 here. Now, I have his first 2 albums on vinyl, which are a must. Those are a must. First one up is Bang Bang, You're Terry Reid. And if you don't know the story, you probably know the story if you're in the VC. He was once offered the job to be lead singer of Led Zeppelin. A man of honor, he turned it down because he had already committed to touring the U.S. as the opening act for Cream. So, man, talk about changing the course of rock and roll history. Led Zeppelin with Terry Reid would not sound anything like they did with Robert Plant. Then you have his follow-up, self-titled. Great version of Season of the Witch here, and also he does, I don't know, Season of the Witch on this album? Yes, Season of the Witch is on the first album. But here he does a great version of Highway 61 Revisited. But that opening track, Super Lungs, My Super Girl, it's like he's singing about Salma Hayek. All right, up next then, we've got River. This album's highly thought of. I struggle to get into it. Rogue Ways, big fan of this album too. And then, what the hell is this one called? A Driver. So I'm keeping these. Thank you, Mr. Terry Reid. On to the boys who are back in town. I hope they put out more of these box sets because they actually do a very good job on them. Thin Lizzy, Vagabonds of the Western World. I was kind of surprised that this one got the deluxe treatment because you get, boy, the teas are going to take a long time because these are some big box sets. And not only, what are you doing, Maddie? Not only do you get a nice little booklet in here, okay, but then you get CD1 is the proper album, CD2 is radio sessions, CD3 is live rarities, demos, and outtakes, and then you get a Blu-ray and Atmos mix of the album. But I was kind of surprised they did that one. I mean, it's a great album, but just surprised. Then you got, they did 2 albums in this one. This is just called Thin Lizzy 76. And it is, you get your Jailbreak and Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the Weed. Oh, there they are. Oh, I don't have them on all of them, but I do have some of my protective CD things from Greg at 3 Dimension. So you want to know what you get on here. CD1 is the original mix of Jailbreak. Then you get a new stereo mix. CD2, Johnny the Fox, same thing, original mix. New stereo mix with a misprint because I just noticed this for the first time. Either that's a misprint or stirrup is something that I'm not familiar with. Okay. Then you get Jailbreak outtakes, you get BBC sessions, you get Johnny the Fox outtakes, you get BB sessions, CD5 live in Cleveland 76. I saw this tour in 76 with Nazareth and the Ian Gillan Band. One of the best concerts of my life. Disc 6 is the Blu-ray, Jailbreak Atmos, and Johnny the Fox Atmos. And you get a nice little book in here. And as I always say, anytime I show Thin Lizzy from this era, Mr. Scott Gorham, arguably the best head of hair in rock and roll history. All right. And then many people will say this is their favorite live album, and if it's not their favorite live album, it is going to be in their top 10. You know, it almost seems dark in here, but it shouldn't be. The sun is out and shining. Alive and Dangerous, the expanded edition. Okay. Not only do they give you a nice little booklet in here, you got nice books in those other ones too. So, ooh, I like that when they do that whole thing there. Let's see. Maybe we'll flip to Scott Gorham's hair again here. Nope. You get Phil, but Phil's the most important member of the band, no denying. We get your Live and Dangerous, and this has 8 discs. And I have yet to put their protective covers on here, but there you go. 8 CDs. You get Live and Dangerous, June of 78. Then you get at the Hammersmith in November of 76. Then you get Hammersmith, again in 76, they did 2 nights. Oh, they did 3 nights. Then you get Hammersmith in November of 76 again. Then you get Philadelphia, October 20th, 77. Then you get at the Tower in Philadelphia again, October 21st in 77. Disc 7, you get, recorded in Toronto, October 77. And then March of 78 at the Rainbow Theatre in London. So any Thin Lizzy is essential. Where do we move on from here? Okay, let's move on to Todd Rundgren. I don't need a lot of Todd Rundgren in my life. This has the complete Bearsville albums collection. I mean, outside of Hello, It's Me, and I Saw the Light, which I mean, talk about two perfect pop songs. Oh my God. Okay, you got Runt. You got Runt, the Ballad of Todd Rundgren. People love and rave about this album. Okay. Something Anything, and I believe that has the song that I talked about, right? That has I Saw the Light, right? Yep. Then we got Wizard of True Star, another album people rave about. Yeah, doesn't do it for me. And you got Todd. Then you got Invitation, Faithful, Back to the Bars, Hermit of Minkalo, correct? Yep. You got your Healing, and then the ever popular Tortured Artist Effect. Like I said, I only need those two songs. So this is going in the Purge pile, along with Tears for Fears. Up next, now I have the big 12 by 12 box for this, but it is stored somewhere. So I'm going to say it's a proper box set. And also, we're talking about Mr. Tommy Bolin here, and this is the ultimate Tommy Bolin. A 2 discs spanning his career. Comes with a nice book too, but I got to find it. Like I say, I'll find it either packing or unpacking. Obviously, it's Tommy Bolin. It's a keeper, my God. All right, Mr. Tony Banks. Bank Vaults, the albums, 1979 through 1995. I'll be honest with you. I have not played this whole thing. I probably played 2 discs, and I don't think I heard much that I like. So, this going in the Purge. Let's see if these are even in order, because I really don't care. Well, you got a nice little book, okay? That's a Curious Feeling. I know a lot of people love this one. I'm sure that's what I played, The Fugitive, and I probably played that one. Then you get soundtracks. Then you get, no, that doesn't belong there. Let's see. We got these in order here. Oh, here we go. What is up next? Yeah. Statement. There we go. Still, normally I'm very good about having things in order. Strictly, The Wicked Lady. I guess that's a soundtrack to a movie, huh? She seduced, robbed, and murdered. That was her on her good days. And then a DVD, promotional videos. But like I said, I know I haven't even made it all the way through this box set. It's really not my jam, as the kids would say. So that is going in the Purge pile. He does great things with Genesis, just his solo, I'm not digging. All right. I tried Gary. I said dig again. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, playback. Like I say, once again, set portrait style box set, which came back way back in the day. 1995. And you got 6 discs on this. Let's see what we got here. You get the book. Okay. And then you get like that. Okay, they all have different names. I'm not going to hold them all up. I'll just read them off the back. The first one's called The Big Jangle. And then Spoiled and Mistreated, Good Booty. The other side's Through the Cracks, Nobody's Children. Great thing is here, a lot of stuff that had never been released on albums. Definitely a keeper. We have the box set of the Live at the Fillmore in 97. This is great because, man, he just does so many cover tunes and, stuff like, oh, let's see, what do we got here? Okay, Call Me the Breeze they do. Time Is on My Side. You Are My Sunshine. Ain't No Sunshine. Rip It Up. Diddy Wah Diddy. Let's see what else. And that's just on the first three. Oh, they do Goldfinger too. That's right. That's just on the first three sides. You got 12 sides of LPs, okay? That's definitely a keeper. Fortunate enough to see Tom. What did I see Tom? 3 times. Speaking of Tom, we got the big box set of Wildflowers and all the rest. Now, I got to tell you, this album did not grab me when it first came out. And I'll bet you even another 10, 15 years it didn't. Then when they announced this expanded edition, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and order this. Maybe I need to devote the money. Because if I devote the money, then I'm going to devote the time listening to it. And that made me grow to like this album more, okay? This also comes with a very nice booklet. Now, I am in the camp. I think Rick Rubin is an overrated producer. Some of the stuff he's done is good. Some of the stuff I'm like, my God, he had a part in Black Sabbath 13. He should be sent to a deserted island just for that, okay? So, what do you get here? You get, man, you have 14 sides of music, okay? It's a keeper. Moving on to Tool and their album Fear Inoculum, okay? Now, while I'm going to say it's a good album, and they spared no expense in the packaging of this, and I've seen these guys live. They were great live. And I do like some of the artwork in it, but you know what? I never play this. I never, ever play this. So why would I keep it? And you know what? I'm not going to. This is going in the purge file. So, if I feel a desperate need to hear this album once I get rid of it, I have 2 options. I can just go listen to it on YouTube with a few commercial breaks, or I can buy the CD. So goodbye, Tool. Goodbye to you. Oh, picked this up at the last time I went to a record collector show. Triumph, 40th anniversary, Allied Forces. So what do you get in here? You get the limited edition double vinyl album, live in Cleveland. You get a picture disc of it. You get a 7-inch single. I don't need that. You get a 24-page booklet. Yes, I want that. You get the vintage tour program. Yes, I want that. You get a poster. Nope, because it's folded. I don't want that. I get a tour pass. Yeah, I'm going to use that when they're in town. See if I can get backstage. You get some Rick's picks of comic art. And you get some handwritten lyric sheets. So, love this album. Although my favorite album by them is Just the Game. That is the picture disc. Here's the album cover for the Live in Cleveland. Okay. And then the booklet with all the inserts and stuff. You got your anniversary replica of that tour. You got your singles. There you go. Here's my Access All Areas. Like I say, they're coming to town. I'm going to put that on and see if I can get backstage. Rub elbows with Rick and the boys. So that is definitely a keeper. And then finally, we got yourself some Tucky Buzzard. Not only do I have the LP box set, I have the CD box set. Same thing. I don't think there's any bonus. Nope, there's no bonus stuff on the CD. If you're not familiar with Tucky Buzzard, they were managed and produced by Mr. Bill Wyman of the Rolling Stones. And this is just good, solid rock. I think a couple of these albums were originally released on Purple Records, Deep Purple's Vanity label. And I only need to keep one of these. I don't need both versions of Tucky Buzzard. I think what happened was the CD box came out first, so I ordered it. And then maybe a year later, you know, vinyl box sets were taken off, and they said, oh, you know what, we'll put this out, see if we can sell some of these. Yeah, they only did 750 of them. I have number 323. So I will probably keep the LP and say goodbye to the CD. So, what are we getting rid of here? We're getting rid of Tucky Buzzard, Tony Banks, Todd Rundgren, Tears for Fears. Oh, I bet you that was loud. I just leaned right into the microphone. And Tool. That's quite a bit in the teas that I am dumping. So there you go. All right. Thank you very much.